Wow, nice. I'm heading north from Merritt, BC, along BC's historic Highway 8. You may not think of it as historic, and I didn't until I did some research for this video. But stick with me, and I'll explain. In BC's transportation history, routes have been constructed and abandoned many times. Today I'm exploring a scenic back road that was once part of the main east-west route from the coast eastward. Most BC highway buffs know that the first road to the interior was constructed along the Fraser Canyon, replacing the route up Harrison Lake through Port Douglas. But this route, built for the gold rush, wasn't long in use, being mostly destroyed by the construction of the railway in the 1880s. It wasn't until the 1920s that a road was built again up the Fraser Canyon. From 1928 to 1949, the way to head east was up the Fraser Canyon to Spences Bridge and then south to Princeton. This route was known as the Southern Trans-Provincial Highway, then designated as Highway A. In 1949, the route was much shortened by the construction of the Hope-Princeton Highway, which was designated as Highway 3 when BC switched to numbering its highway systems. Today's route is now called Highway 8, and it joins Merritt to Spences Bridge, following the Nicola River. Some evidence of its history remains, although it mostly meanders along the river between dry hills and some farming. Highway 97C branches off to the north to Logan Lake. There are a few great routes in this area east of the Coast Mountains, with little traffic and nice curvy roads. Here's where it gets interesting. As long as there's no debris on the road. Esso station. That's got to be pretty old. In 2021, a severe rain event caused significant damage to Highway 8, and sections were completely wiped out. Looking at the satellite view, images taken at different times show how the highway was damaged, with repairs still in process. The road was closed for more than a year, and 22 remediation sites are currently designated by the Highways Ministry. Many of these are still gravel, which makes them more challenging on road tires on a motorcycle. I wasn't entirely sure if the route would be open as I began this trip. I didn't hit gravel until well into the trip, but after that, the gravel was pretty consistent all the way to Spences Bridge. There were even a couple of sections that were one lane with alternating traffic. So they had to completely rebuild the highway along the river here. I came across a biker broken down, so of course I stopped to see if I could help. Two other bikers had the situation in hand, but it looked like a problem with the rear wheel that was going to require a tow vehicle. Very, very loose gravel here. The little Himalayan would be perfectly happy here. Oh, that was a bit tricky. Two o'clock. Should be almost at Highway 1 by now. Yeah. I think this is it. A little more gravel before we're done.